Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to be talking about how I traveled 2.5 hours by car with my two guinea pigs. So right now I am currently home for the holidays. I traveled around 2.5 hours back from my college apartment to come see my family for the holidays. Obviously I had to take my two guinea pigs with me. Yeah? Oh. So today I am just going to be talking you guys through what I brought home with me with my guinea pigs, and then I am going back up to my apartment in around 2 days. So I will then be showing you how I pack for my guinea pigs, how I travel with them in the car, and basically just the whole process. Hopefully you guys will find it interesting, or maybe it will be helpful if you ever have to travel a long distance with your guinea pigs in the car. So first, I have made a list of everything that I think is absolutely essential to bring with you. So basically when you're packing for your guinea pigs, you want to think of what are the things that you use every single day. So for me, first I immediately thought of food. You know, what do my guinea pigs eat every single day? And obviously pellet food. So make sure you bring their pellet food with you. Bring a bag, bring it in a tub, whatever you have it in. Just make sure you bring enough food for however long you're going on vacation for, or bring at least enough for a little bit and plan to buy more at the location you're traveling to if it's going to be a longer trip. And then second, obviously make sure you bring some hay. When I traveled back down to my hometown for the holidays, I brought a smaller amount of hay, maybe like half a bag, like whatever I had left. And then once I was here, I ordered hay to be delivered to wherever I was staying, so I wouldn't have to bring so much down with me. So if you're going on a shorter vacation, maybe just bring what you need. But if it's a longer vacation, consider buying hay wherever you will be staying, or having it delivered to where you will be staying. And then obviously veggies. I definitely recommend giving your guinea pigs veggies during the car ride. I will talk about that more later. But definitely feed your guinea pigs veggies during the car ride to keep them keep them hydrated. But obviously I recommend just buying veggies at wherever you're traveling to once you get there, just to make sure they are fresh. And then obviously you're going to need to bring their cage. I have my guinea pigs in a Midwest cage, so I was able to just fold it up and put it in the back of my car. But if you have maybe a larger CNC cage, you could consider maybe taking a smaller section of it, or maybe just taking some grids and some like blankets and towels and maybe like a shower liner to lay down on the floor to protect the floor. So either bring a cage or bring the makeshift pieces you would need to make a temporary cage. Just try to make sure that this temporary cage fits the minimum requirements for your guinea pigs, or is very close to that, since even though it is a short period of time, you want to make sure they still have enough space. And then I recommend bringing one hide for each guinea pig you own. I definitely overpacked here. Just looking down at all my hides, I have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I have at least 6 or 7 hides, and I only have 2 guinea pigs, so I definitely did not need to bring that much, and I recommend that you only bring one hide for each guinea pig just to keep the packing light. And I forgot to mention here, but you should also make sure that you have their water bottles, their food dishes, a litter tray if you use one, a couple toys, just basically the bare minimum stuff that you have in their cage. And then I also recommend that you bring a playpen. I brought mine just so it was easy to have somewhere to put them when I clean their cage, or maybe when you arrive while you're waiting to set up your cage, you're gonna need somewhere to put them. I guess you could also have a playpen as a temporary cage, depending on how long your stay is. If you're only staying somewhere for maybe a weekend, perhaps just having a playpen and making sure they have everything they need in it would work all right for just a few days. And the next thing you need to think about is whether you will be keeping your guinea pigs on fleece or on bedding while you are on vacation. I typically keep mine on fleece, and since I was going to be gone for a month and a half, I continue to keep them on fleece. So if you are doing that, you want to make sure that you bring everything you would typically use to keep them on fleece. So their fleece, whatever the absorbent layer is, and definitely some detergent, some clean, safe, like sensitive detergent to wash the fleece with. And if you're keeping them on fleece, you want to make sure that wherever you will be staying, you will have access to a washing machine if you're going to need to clean the cage while you are staying there. And then the other option, of course, is to keep them on bedding. Maybe if you don't think you'll have access to a washing machine, or you don't want to deal with the hassle of bringing all your fleece items and having to wash them, perhaps just bring bedding. I would bring enough bedding to change your cage once, and then you can always buy more at wherever you're at, just so you don't have to worry about hauling all that bedding down there on your trip. Now the next thing you're going to want to bring is all of your cleaning supplies. So if you use a dustpan, bring a little dustpan. If you use a mini vacuum, bring your mini vacuum. If you use a pet safe cleaner, bring your pet safe cleaner. And I also highly recommend that you bring like little grocery bags. That way whenever you spot clean your cage or whatever it is, you can just throw all the poop in the little grocery bag and tie it up. You don't have to worry about it stinking or smelling up wherever you're staying if you just have a little tiny bag to throw it all in. And if it is a longer trip, I do recommend bringing nail clippers, just so you can make sure that your guinea pig's nails don't get too long while you're on vacation. And the last thing that I recommend you bring when you're traveling with your guinea pigs is some sort of carrier for them to ride in the car. And you're going to want to make sure that this carrier is hard, like it's going to be made of a hard, like a plastic or a metal or something that won't collapse if anything else in your car were to fall on it. So those mesh collapsible carriers may be fine for shorter car rides, but when you're on a car trip and you have a ton of stuff packed in your car, you want to make sure that they are in a sturdier carrier in case anything were to happen, they're not going to get crushed. And this can be one of those like small, maybe like cat carriers if the ride isn't too long. Personally, I used an old pet store cage I had. So those are those like guinea pig cages they sell in pet stores that aren't actually big enough for your guinea pigs. I think the one I have is maybe around 2.5 square feet. I'll put a picture of it right here, but that is what I used to travel with my guinea pigs. That way they still had enough space to walk around and they still had enough space to get away from each other during the car ride. All right, and that is my whole list of everything that I think it is absolutely essential to bring when you're traveling with guinea pigs. Next up, I guess I will see you guys in 2 days when it is time for me to pack up all their stuff and get on the road. So just for quick reference, this is what my guinea pig setup looks like right now while I am home for the holidays. And basically in 2 days, you're just gonna see me have to pack all of this up and all of their stuff over there and fit it into my car with the rest of like my regular stuff. So wish me luck. Their cage set back up at my apartment. Honestly, it took a little longer than I would like. It took quite a while to wash all of the bedding. For some reason, my dryer was being kind of bad about it, so they were in my bathroom for quite a while, but it is a fairly large space, and now I think it looks great. I have already spent the past 4 minutes rearranging their cage. They have just been like jamming, like body slamming themselves into
their houses in order to move them to the center. I don't know why they like to do that, but they do not like to have their houses in the corner. So they have literally just been moving them over to like where they want them. It's so funny.
Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a like. And if you are interested in seeing more stuff like this, please subscribe. Thank you for coming along on my journey traveling with my guinea pigs. Honestly, it's kind of a lot of work, but definitely worth it to get to have your pets with you and to have that security and knowing they're safe. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Bye. Have a great day.